Welcome to the 5th Moving Up ceremony of Quezon City Academy Foundation Incorporated with the theme, Sulong Edu-Kalidad, Pagtataguyod sa Kinabukasan ng Bayan.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Heavenly Father, we thank you for giving us this wonderful day to unite as one and to celebrate everyone's achievement despite the crisis that we're facing right now. We thank you for the successful completion of another academic year that is safe from all dangers that the pandemic brings us. Thank you for making us feel more your abundant blessings and grace at this time. Dear Lord, we are also praying for everyone, especially those who are hardly stricken by this pandemic. Give them enough strength and encouragement to push through and to never give up on their dreams. We also pray for the complete healing, not only of those people who are sick, but also those whose hearts are filled with hatred, envy, greed, and despair. Help them to free their hearts from all these negativities. May this celebration be a reminder to everyone that this is not the end of anything, but rather just the beginning of more blessings and successes ahead of our dear students. This we pray in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Itaas po natin ang ating kanang kamay sa ayos ng panunumpa sa watawat ng Pilipinas. Ako ay Pilipino, buong katapatang nanunumpa sa watawat ng Pilipinas at sa bansang kanyang sinasagisag, nang may dangal, katarungan at kalayaan na pinakikilos ng sambayan ng makadiyos, makakalikasan, makatao at makabansa.
Mr. Carmelino P. Alvendilla Jr., Chairman, Board of Trustees, I have the honor to present to you the honor students of 263 junior high school completers who have completed the academic requirements, both academically and co-curricular, as prescribed by the Quezon City Academy Foundation Incorporated and the Department of Education.
By the power vested in me by the Quezon City Academy Foundation Incorporated and the Department of Education, I confirm you as honor students of the Junior High School of Quezon City Academy Foundation Incorporated for the school year 2019-2020.
Albino Emanuela Nicole D., valedictorian, with honors. Toribio Kurt Kevin P., salutatorian, with honors. Formentera Tatiana E., first honorable mention, with honors. Dagua Juliana Louise D., second honorable mention, with honors. Domingo Alfonso G., third honorable mention, with honors. Manahan Maria Charisse G., fourth honorable mention, with honors. Bibauco Ron Moira Lorraine F., fifth honorable mention, with honors. Francisco Shem James R., sixth honorable mention, with honors. Ikasa Yesha Karil P., seventh honorable mention, with honors. Rojas Lawrence Gabriel M., seventh honorable mention, with honors. Sundayam Christina May C., eighth honorable mention, with honors. Arena Mary Grace P., ninth honorable mention, with honors. Arnisto Sean S., 10th honorable mention, with honors. Sibal Daniel Ivriel R., with honors. Aranda Rafael Angelo A., with honors. Ferreras Raya Nicola A., with honors. Antonio Justin Angelo G., with honors. Miranda Stacy Daniel T., with honors. Medina Rioji Andre D., with honors. Morillo Miguel Lawrence, with honors. Ocampo Rondel Ava C., with honors. Dandan Arman S., with honors. Demenyo Elisha Naomi P., with honors. Beichong Vivian Princess C., with honors. Davadia Patricia May E., with honors. Manyalak Ina Shen Krisha P., with honors. Huge Glycin, with honors. Victorino Julian S., with honors. Soriano Sophia Chelsea G., with honors. Damasco Christian P., with honors. Ramos Maxine Joyce R., with honors. Lim Matthew Gerald A., with honors.
Walt Disney once said, "All your dreams can come true if you have the courage to pursue them." Such an iconic quote applies to everyone. I believe each one of us has a dream, either big or small. We all have something we desire that can change our life. Now, I and my fellow batchmates have finally finished our junior high school, and we are one step closer to our dreams. Dreams that gave us the will to move forward despite of all the struggle we face on the run. Today, I hope sharing my stories pave a way to a piece of realization why we need to find the courage to pursue our dreams. Ever since I was young, my eagerness to achieving my dreams kept on burning inside me. And achieving such is not solely for myself, but also for my parents. If we go over about it, our parents probably have dreams for themselves too, but they do not hold on to their dreams anymore. Instead, they hold on to our dreams through giving the best support and assistance a parent can possibly give to their child. Receiving this unconditional love and support from my parents always fuels me to give my best shot to turn my dreams into reality. I want them to fly with me as I reach my dreams in life, that they can still achieve their dreams through me. Moreover, having a dream is the first step to attaining it. But we sometimes establish big dreams while having no plans on how to accomplish it. Having a dream that big is like having more, biting more than what we can chew, and it puts us in the situation of joining a battle without knowing how to fight. And this gives me the belief of the importance of learning how to pick our own battles, know our limits, set our own standards, identify our strengths and weaknesses, set not high but attainable expectations, start breaking our own built cages to explore our new horizons. With these factors in mind, we are able to assess if we are ready to set foot into the paths we are taking. The day I started the school year was just by having a single goal, and that is to become the class valedictorian. But thinking over the possibilities, it seemed impossible, and I started doubting myself a lot and wondered if I can really attain this goal. I questioned myself if I should just push it through and actually accomplish it. Would I really be deserving of having the spot, or should I simply just give up? Becoming the class valedictorian was definitely ambitious and it seemed impossible. But by constantly reminding myself of how important my dreams are, I was sure everything can be possible. With that, I was able to land at the top spot for the first quarter, for the very first time in my life. And it felt amazing. From then on, my dreams of becoming the valedictorian continued. By then, I realized how much I wanted this, how much I wanted to make my parents proud, how much I wanted to give those people who keeps on supporting me the satisfaction of seeing me rise up. And of course, the people who keeps on supporting me and never fail to believe in what I can achieve, that I myself doubted once. So as what they say, there is a reason for everything. And yes, I was not able to fulfill my goal. And if you're asking me, am I disappointed? I would be lying if I said I was not. But still, I am very glad of all the accomplishments that truly manifest my hard works. And as the tick of the clock continued, I soon realized not to drown myself from disappointments and start looking at the perspective of being contented to what I have achieved. Besides, surely my parents are still very proud of me, and so are my friends, and so are the people who's always there supporting me. And most importantly, I can say that I am proud of myself. That, I think, will always be the thing that most matters, being proud of yourself. From all the sacrifices, time, and effort we put for this accomplishment, today I can finally say it was all worth it. My fellow completers, always remember, one way to attain our goals and dreams is to find a reason to accomplish it. And once you've found that reason, focus on it and say to ourselves, I can do it. Well, this won't be easy for anyone as it may change our perspective, our ways, mindset, and priorities that we got used to, but change is inevitable. It will always come one way or another. Therefore, we should not fear change, but rather embrace it. By changing, we may lose something good, but we may also gain something better. We won't remain the same for the rest of our lives, and so are the things around us. We need to learn how to adapt to change because we are humans. We are the most intelligent kind of all living things. And as Stephen Hawking said, intelligence is the ability to adapt to change. We still have 2 years left of our high school lives, and things will definitely change. We won't meet the same faces, be seated beside the seatmates we got used to. We won't have that one generous classmate who gives out one whole sheet of paper whenever there's a quiz. We won't be reprimanded by the same advisor anymore. But sometimes we just have to accept the fact that certain things will never go back to how they used to be. Now, that we are moving up and are finally going beyond our reach, let's all tap our shoulders and say, finally, we made it. All the stress and all the schoolworks we encountered in this chapter of our lives has now come to this meaningful end. And as this speech comes to a close, I will love to express my gratitude to my dear parents. This has always been for the both of you. To my dearest friends, I thank you for always being there through ups and downs. To every subject teacher, we thank you for giving your best and making sure we learn something new each day. To every advisors we've had, we thank you for treating us and guiding us as if we're your children. We will forever be grateful of this academy and how it has sculpted us to become better versions of ourselves. We should promise that as we grow up, we continue to remember the memories and lessons we've learned in this institution and to come back here as proud and successful alumni. I hope we aim to attend the Golden Laurels or become a judge in one of the programs. I would love to end this speech with my motto in life. That is, every ending is a new beginning. Don't be sad because it's over. Smile because it happened. I hope everyone enters a new chapter of their lives with zero regrets. There is truly no other school like UCA. And for the last time, I am Kurt Kevin Peter Ribio, your salutatorian of school year 2019-2020. Congratulations.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, I have mixed feelings of delight and sadness. As we all know, the world is facing a huge challenge right now. Lives are at risk. Fear is everywhere. Such a small virus has put a stop to the world. But today, I would like to ask everyone to look back and reflect to all your memories before all of these happened. I remember the first time I came to QCA. I was so afraid. I was culture shocked. It was like I was in a completely different environment. Back then, I wasn't very confident with myself, and I wasn't the type of sociable person to begin with. I was the type of person who was so obedient and literally did nothing but to prioritize studies. My parents never pressured me in terms of grades, which I'm grateful for, but I just felt the need to do so. I was at the top since kindergarten, so growing up, I felt the necessity to stay there, like I had to be someone who always knows everything. But an unexpected experience changed my entire world. There came a time where we had an assignment, and I was called to the front to recite everything I know about the topic I got. Lucky me, I was clueless. It was so embarrassing because I wasn't able to say a lot in front. That time, it was so quiet. I couldn't speak. I felt like everyone was judging me. And my mind was blank until someone finally spoke and said that I wasn't deserving to be on the top. For someone who experiences pressure from expectations, that slapped really hard. I tried not to cry. I tried to ignore it and convince myself that it didn't happen. But I couldn't help it. To my surprise, my tears actually comforted me. Sometimes, I guess letting those tears out is the only way to really let go of the worry. Crying doesn't mean I'm weak. I cried because I'm strong enough to express my feelings and to face my worries. Yes, what happened was very painful for me, but it didn't stop me. Instead, I reflected and understood the reason why that person said that. Those painful words I heard served as a key that I used to free myself from the cage I kept myself into. That someone actually helped me to slowly adjust to the reality, which can only be found outside of my comfort zone. I was so relieved. Learning became much easier when I started to treat criticisms as motivations. Throughout my journey after that, I realized the importance of having fun while learning. Yes, we'll all experience failures, but one must not be held back by it. Instead, keep moving forward. Use them as stepping stones towards success. Still afraid of not meeting a person's expectations? Well, expectations are always there, but it wasn't set to control us. We are who we are. What matters is that we know we did our best and we had fun. Besides, success isn't only measured in awards. It is in knowing that you have gone out of your comfort zone, conquered new paths, and made strong bonds with people. Now, of course, we all wouldn't have the opportunity to grow and become graduates of school year 2019-2020 if it weren't for having such loving people by our sides. So allow me to express my gratitude, first and foremost, to God for continuously guiding and giving us unending love to each and every one. To all the parents, especially mine, thank you for all your sacrifices and support. All of our achievements are for you. Lastly, to the school who served as our second home, thank you for all of your hard work and for continuously nurturing every student to become a great leader and individual. As I end this speech, I'd like to challenge everyone to continue doing their best to achieve their dreams. This new chapter of our lives may be a blank page for now, But I believe that in God's time and plan, everything will be back to normal. Just remember to always pray and have faith in Him. Once again, stay safe, thank you, and congratulations to all.
Dr. Eduardo A. Morato Jr. has devoted most of his career life to education, public management, development work, social entrepreneurship, and business consultancy. His two biggest passions, however, are education and entrepreneurship. For the former, he has been advocating the whole brain learning system, which focuses on the 7 self-mastery skills of learning to think, learning to intuit, learning to feel, learning to communicate, learning to do, learning to lead, and learning to be. He has designed innovative education courses, including the Executive Doctorate in Education Leadership for the Development Academy of the Philippines and the Doctor in Education program for the Department of Education Superintendents with a degree granted by the De La Salle University. He has been a teacher for 40 years. He was a full professor and institute dean at the Asian Institute of Management. Presently, he teaches at the Ateneo Graduate School of Business. For the latter, he has immersed himself in the world of Asian entrepreneurs, producing a sizable collection of more than 1,000 case studies and several books on the topic. The teaching materials are aimed at a wide spectrum of learners, from the grassroots level to the senior high school, college, and finally, the masteral levels. His signature course is a Master in Entrepreneurship targeted at practicing entrepreneurs who wish to professionalize their management and become more creative and effective entrepreneurs. The course was first launched in 1999 at the Asian Institute of Management and carried on in 2009 at Ateneo Graduate School of Business. Dr. Morato has served as president and general manager of several government corporations, spearheading the formation of social enterprises in housing and agri-processing. Dr. Morato is currently the chairman and president of Bayan Academy for Social Entrepreneurship and Human Resource Development Incorporated of Bayan Edge and Search Foundation. These 3 organizations are dedicated to the upliftment of the lives of the Filipino youth and of micro, small, and medium-scale entrepreneurs, as well as of social entrepreneurs. He has written 51 books, including 6 in the field of education. Other topics include strategic planning, development management, self-mastery, entrepreneurship, leadership, finance, marketing, and the arts. Dr. Morato is an AB Economics cum laude graduate of the Ateneo de Manila University, an MBA with high distinction product of AIM, and a Doctor of Public Administration University Scholar of the University of the Philippines. Friends, our guest of honor and speaker today, Dr. Eduardo A. Morato Jr.
A good day to all of you. It is a pleasant day, a day of commencement. Schools call it commencement exercises because this is a new beginning of the next phase of your life. And there will be more phases and stages in your life. You will go to college, choose a career, find a wife or a husband, have a family, work in a company, or maybe put up your own company, and so on and so forth. So there will be many stages in your life. And I will not talk about the future stages of your life, because they will change. But what remains constant is you. You remain the same person. But hopefully, over time, you become a better and better person until you become the best that you can ever become. To the Board of Trustees of the school, Chairman Carmelino Alvendia, the President Florentina Gonzalez, and the Principal Vivian Riaño, the faculty, parents, friends, graduates. I'm honored to speak before you today. And I'm going to address the graduates maybe in a different way from other graduation speakers. I will talk about how you must live your life as good persons. And the one first thing that you must actually embody and embrace is that as a person, as you grow old as a person, you must never forget your childhood. You must always remain a child. What do I mean by that? A child is always filled with wonderment. A child is forever curious. A child is always searching for new meaning. And if you lose that, you become old very soon. You know, I always tell my students in college, in master's degree, even doctorate, if you want to reach your highest potential, you must make yourself obsolete every day. What does that mean? Every day that you wake up, you tell yourself, there's a new me today. There's a new person today. What will I be today? And you keep experimenting. You keep exploring. You remain forever curious. And that is the characteristic of a child. However, people say in creativity tests that when children go to school, the age of 5 or 6, they begin to lose some of that creativity. They begin to lose some of that wonderment. Why is that? A lot of times the school system drills them, makes them memorize. Even the questions asked by teachers, there's one question and there's only one correct answer. So the child is not allowed to explore the many possible answers. And to my mind, that's a disservice to the child. The child is not taught to be a creative, innovative individual in most school systems. And so childhood is lost not at 18, it's lost at 5. And that's a pity. Because I think we need more creative people, particularly in the 21st century, where change is very fast. There's constant innovation. And if you fall behind in terms of creativity, you fall behind in terms of inspiration and innovation, then the world will pass you by. So my first advice, always remain as children, forever curious, forever in a state of wonderment. Wonderment is a nice word. It means you are seeking, you are exploring, you're curious, and you want to know more. You want to learn more. So never forget that. But number two, even as you remain a child, you must become wiser every day. You know, they say that wisdom is wasted on the young. What does it mean? Because young people are very impulsive, very impetuous. Especially you, graduates. You are the years of your life where your hormones are all over the place. And that makes you a little bit more unstable than the rest of society. And I hope that you don't remain teenagers forever. But what does it mean to be wise? To be wise means to make good judgment. It is not about being a person of the highest intellect. When I ask people who are the wisest people they've ever met, and many give the answers that it's their parents. Not because their parents are geniuses, because the parents give them good advice. Advice born out of unconditional love. They're always looking for the best that they can give their children. And because of this, they want to make the right decisions for their children. So, to be wise or to have wisdom is to be able to make better decisions, to weigh the pros and the cons, to be able to discern very well, especially nowadays. You go to the internet, you go to social media, and there's an issue that comes out, and people side with one side or the other, and they're arguing, but they don't really know the facts. They don't really know the truth. I like, I don't like. You know, life has become like that. It's black or white. People no longer think. People no longer discern. People no longer weigh the pros and cons. They just jump into decisions without thinking, without looking at the implications in the future. So to become wise is to have a little bit of temperance, prudence, equanimity, calmness, centeredness. You cannot make the right decisions when you're very emotional about one issue or the other. Just read Facebook. Look at all of those arguments and hate messages. And you begin to wonder what went wrong. Why can't people not see or not try to find out the truth? Because they have already made their choices right away. How do you know that that's the truth? You did not even try to find out whether that's the truth or not. You know, when you read the Bible, they talk about King Solomon as being wise. But his wisdom did not come from high IQ. If you remember the story, there were two women arguing over the same baby. And King Solomon said, I will cut the baby into half, and I'll give you one half each. Of course, the real mother was the one that objected the most. No, I'd rather that you give the baby to the other woman rather than cut it into half. And Solomon knew right away that that was the real mother. Now, that's emotional intelligence. That's not high IQ. That's high EQ. So to have wisdom is to have emotional balance, emotional intelligence. And emotional intelligence is about understanding yourself, managing yourself, understanding others, and managing others very well. That's emotional intelligence. Number 3 lesson in life. I hope that you celebrate life every single day, hour, and second. Whether you're experiencing something good or something bad, you should celebrate life. You have to take success and failure in equal measure, joy and sadness in equal measure. But celebrate. Celebrate life as if it were your last day. Because to me, you're only given a short, relatively short time here on earth. My doctors tell me, however, that in about 30 years, we can discover the fountain of youth because we can now replace all our organs and clone ourselves. But that's in the future. So you can be immortal unless you get murdered or there's a war. But that's for the future. But meanwhile, we have to look at life and how to live it to the fullest. You know, I come from a large family of 9 children. My parents come from, well, my father came from a family of 10, my mother from a family of 10, and we live in a family compound, and every single time we're celebrating just with one another or with friends that come. And it's important that family and friends become your lifelong support because according to studies, the secret to a long life is actually having a strong family support and frequent interaction and celebration with people. If you want to be 110 years old, celebrate life. Celebrate it with family, with friends, acquaintances. Enjoy every moment of life. Don't be a sourpuss. Don't try to be a loner. Don't try to hide in your cocoon. You have to be out there with the people. The 4th lesson I want to discuss with you today is that you have to make your primary motivation in life, what drives you to work, what drives you to excel, what drives you to reach your highest potential is love. Now that might sound corny to some. How can I show love in the workplace? I don't even know those people. But if you love your work and you love the people in the workplace, and if you genuinely love serving other people, then you'll find out that work is not work at all. I've often looked at companies and they make money their main motivation. They attract people with high salaries but then somebody offers them a higher salary and they're gone. But I've also worked with non-government organizations, mission-oriented organizations, churches, NGOs, and I'm wondering, why are the people there working more hours at less pay? Because they have a sense of mission. They love their work. They love their purpose. They love serving people. So they work harder. Because the main motivation is love. I actually tell corporations that. We actually exercise love every day with our own families. And that's why we have tremendous love for our families, in fact, the value that I hear most often is the value of malasakit. Families have malasakit for one another. And because of this malasakit, they will go the extra mile to actually help their family members. Could you imagine if that same motivation of love for the family you can bring in the workplace, you can bring in your church, you can bring to your community? Wouldn't this world be a much, much better place? So make love your main motivation for life, for work, for family. And you'll find out that it's a continuous fountain of giving. And you never run out of giving. And you never tire. You always have that energy because it's coming from a positive force of love. But if it's coming from money, it's coming from necessity, it's coming from other things, you easily tire. You become fatigued. And you try to lessen your work, you try to lessen your commitment, you try to lessen your malasakit. Finally, the fifth lesson is about hopefulness. You must remain hopeful all of your life. You must remain positive, optimistic. I know that for some of you, this COVID crisis must have been awful. Some got depressed. Some don't know what to do with their lives. And I can imagine because millions of people have lost their job. But let me tell you a story. I was once giving a seminar for a company, I think it was a Globe, and we had an exercise. And the exercise was life mapping, to map out your life from when you were born up to now. And can you plot when was your happiest moment, when was your saddest moment in life? Anyway, this woman of about 25 years old was plotting, and she was having a difficult time doing my assignment. Because when she put saddest moment, she remembered that when she was 15, her father lost her job. They were a middle-income family, but suddenly they became poor overnight. No more salary, they lost their home, they became poor. And then I asked the question, when was the happiest moment in your life? And she was thinking very hard. And that's when she began to have a problem. But, sir, he said, the happiest moment of our life was the same time. No, can you explain? You see, when we became poor, we came together as a family. We came to help one another. We shared the housework. We were always there for one another. We tried to look for income, each one of us, any which way we can. We became our own support system. And that was the closest bonding we've ever had as a family. And I cannot imagine a much happier time than that. So the saddest time became the happiest time. And that's what it means to be hopeful, to be optimistic about life. Crisis will come and go. Adversity will happen to you no matter what. Question is, can you handle adversity? How do you handle adversity? Many times we're worrying about things we cannot control. You cannot control COVID. You cannot control jobs in the market. You cannot control what the government will do. So what can you control? So I look at the internet and people are taking control of their lives. Suddenly, you know what? The sale of appliances, of ovens and refrigerators rose tremendously because of this COVID. So suddenly people are cooking, baking. Suddenly even people who grow plants, suddenly they're exchanging plants, selling plants to one another. Suddenly they become micro-entrepreneurs, maybe out of necessity. But they become hopeful rather than depressed. And sure, it's a small business, but it's a start. So to my mind, if you want your life to be as hopeful and as positive, focus on what you can control. Of the things you can control, what will you own? What will you be accountable and responsible for? Like that family was talking about, well, they add their role. I'll be the laundry woman. I'll be the cook. I'll be the cleaner. I'll be the babysitter. They took ownership of different responsibilities in the family. And I'll earn money this way, and somebody else, I will earn money that way, and I'll earn money that way. They took responsibility and accountability. So ownership is the second. So control is the first, ownership is the second. The third, do not allow misfortune and adversity to reach other portions of your life. In other words, if you have a problem at home, do not bring it to the work. Do not bring it to school. Don't allow problems to reach other portions. And last of all, don't allow it to wreck your mind. That people become suicidal. Don't allow it. Let it stay where it should stay, confined, in isolation. Like COVID patients, they should be isolated. Don't make it spread. Fourth, don't allow problems to last longer than they should. So, at one point, you have to get on with your life. You have to meet adversity head on. You have to grapple the crisis head on. But you have to move on. So these are the 5 things that I wanted to share with you. And I hope that for the rest of your life, you remember these 5 things. You know, the careers, some of you might think, oh, what career will I take? Will I be an engineer? Fine. But do you know that the jobs 5 years from now will be very different from the jobs today? Some say that the jobs in the call center, there are about 1 million people in the call centers, will suddenly vanish. What will take over? Automated voice system because of artificial intelligence. The jobs of carpenters and masons, etc., that will be taken over because in the future they will manufacture houses. And what people will do will just assemble the houses. And you can assemble a house in a day or at most a week. In fact, buildings are also manufactured. So all of those jobs in construction will go away. So many jobs will change. And even as you take certain courses, what is required of you will change. So to my mind, rather than worrying about the specific course I will take, focus on learning how to think better, how to do things better, how to feel things better, how to communicate things better, how to lead things better. But most of all, focus on learning to be the best that you can ever become. Thank you and good afternoon to all.
Mr. Carmelino P. Alvendia Jr., Chairman, Board of Trustees, I have the honor to present to you the 263 junior high school completers, school year 2019-2020, who have completed the academic requirements, both academically and co-curricular, as prescribed by the Quezon City Academy Foundation Incorporated and the Department of Education.
By the power vested in me by the Quezon City Academy Foundation Incorporated and the Department of Education, I confirm you as completers of the Junior High School of Quezon City Academy Foundation Incorporated for the school year 2019-2020.
Grade 10 Abad Santos, Mrs. Ruby A. Pineda, Advisor.
You are now on your way to face the complex life of senior high school. Your 4 years inside the academy may be the happiest parts of your social life. As they say, high school life is the best. For some purpose, it is true. But what you may cherish is the fact that once in your life, you became part of the performing school in Metro Manila. Dear students, if there is one thing that we need to learn from this difficult time, it is resiliency. To keep moving forward, to adjust to our new lifestyle, and adopt the new normal. We cannot stay still forever. The earth will not stop revolving. It won't wait for us. One way or another, we have to keep up with the changes in our surroundings. The future beside you has many things to offer. Your hardcore trainings and learning from the school equip you to face the complexities and externalities of senior high school and your career life in whatever field you want to pursue. You have your own brains, hearts, skills, and hopes you can use to battle the challenges of life. Always remember the things that you have learned from QCA: academic excellence, exemplified leadership advantage, values inculcation, and spiritual motivation. You are the captain of your ships and the master of your souls. Always remember the Vietnamese proverb: when you eat the fruit, remember who planted it. When you drink water, remember who dug the well. Simply to say, remember God and all His blessings that He has given to you.
Antonio Justin Angelo G., Barangay 1, Kagawad. Aranda Rafael Angelo A., Section Counselor. Arnisto Sean S., Auditor. Bernabe Waki Sebastian T., Cando Renaleo Angelo A., Section Counselor. Domingo Alfonso G., Francisco Shem James R., Best in English, Best in Mape. Medina Rioji Andre D., Peace Officer. Murillo Miguel Lawrence, Barangay 4 Head. Pablo Mark Gerald S., Echo Marshal. Podutan Josh Nicholson R., Mayor. Rojas Lawrence Gabriel M., Vice Mayor. Toribio Kurt Kevin P., Best in Science. Aguito Francine H., Barangay 3 Kagawad, District 1 Representative. Albino Emanuela Nicole D., Barangay 1 Head, Best in Science, Best in TLE. Arena Mary Grace B., Arong Kim Nicole B., Beichong Vivienne Princess C, Treasurer. Bibauco Ron Moira Lorraine F, Best in Math. Escanilia Carish B. Ferreras Raya Nicola A, Board Member. Formentera Tatiana E, Best in Filipino, Best in Social Studies, Best in ESP. Huge Glycen. Ikasa Yesha Karil P. Katindig Francine Angela C. Lagua Juliana Louise D. Barangay 4 Kagawad, Best in Math. Lovadia Patricia May E. Barangay 4 Kagawad. Lopez Maxime Joy S. Governor. Maapoy Alanea O, Barangay 2 Head. Manahan Maria Cherise G. Manyalak Inashen Trisha P. Matibag Krista Faith P. Miranda Stacy Danielle T, Section Counselor. Ocampo Rondel Ava C. Ramos Maxine Joyce R, Public Relations Manager. Rebellious Trisha May S, Secretary. Salamida Sofia Allison J, Barangay 2 Kagawad. Salvador Jojen Laika D, Barangay 2 Kagawad. Sibal Chaniel Avriel R. Soriano Sophia Chelsea G, Barangay 3 Head. Sundiam Christina May C, Barangay 3 Kagawad. Talyon Yasmin R, Section Counselor. Victorino Julian S. Grade 10 Benitez, Miss Ifami A. Damala, Advisor.
Hello to my brilliant, empathetic, natural, inspiring, talented, exotic, and zealous Benitez. I am very, very proud of you. I know how talented and intelligent you are. Use your talents to inspire others. Duplicate yourselves. Share what God has given to you. Just like what Maya Angelou said, if you're going to live, leave a legacy. Make a mark on the world that cannot be erased. Please always take care of yourselves. You are very dear to me and to QCA. I love you, Benitez.
Ron Francis Gabriel O, Barangay 1 Kagawad. Daso Stephen Dane D, Echo Marshall. De Bowden Ralph Prince C, Secretary. Domingo Johans Andre L, Section Counselor. Escanio Juan Miguel M. Fabito Lance Joseph D. Galang Chris Michael M. Dalimba Paul Clarence D, Barangay 3 Kagawad. Gomez Christian Dave F, Barangay 3 Kagawad. Lee Kenneth G, Section Counselor. Mendoza Adrian Raven D, Peace Officer. Mission Justin Paul A. Omilig Andrew Nico C., Section Counselor. Pehan Allen Kester L., Barangay 2 Kagawad. Pongpong Maki C., Barangay 1 Kagawad, Board Member. Ragot Jeremiah Rowell A., Barangay 2 Head. Rivera Joseph Miguel T., Barangay 4 Kagawad, Board Member. Simsuangco Lee Anthony Sebastian V., Mayor. Songko Kyle Anthony P., Cashier. Valdez Craig Jess P. Altares Geraldine B. Arlalejo Lian Jazel P. Baguhin Hillary Paula Joy, Vice Mayor. Balberan Christine Nicole L., Auditor. Berakit Elizabeth Ann C. Kamorongan Erica Justin S., Barangay 4 Head. Conde Anna Faith B. Corpus Ingrid Dominic C., Public Relations Manager. Dapitan Shira Eunice L., Barangay 3 Head. De La Cruz Katrina Rain M., Barangay 4 Kagawad. Escorpizo Jaxine Shalwin Ezekiel B. Jimenez Ashley Rose A. Juanico Hyacinth Keith E. Magaja Maku May T., Section Counselor. Makisig Leline Juliana M. Policarpio Francine Ann R., Barangay 1 Head. Romero Nicole Joyce R. Sagusyo Isabella Cassandra T., Barangay 2 Kagawad. Filianas Nicole Louise A. Grade 10 Calderon, Mr. Nico Mar V. Mahinay. Advisor.
Magandang araw na. Malamang sa mga oras na to, inaalala mo yung mga panahon na tumatawa kayo ng seatmate mo. Mga biruan, mga asaran, tampuan at syempre mga kwentuhang may kinalaman sa mga crush. May minsang patagong kakain sa loob ng room kahit na bawal. Itatanong sa tropa kung papasok ka ba? Magti-training ka ba? Uy, may assignment ka ba? Huwag kang mag-alala, maririnig mo pa rin lahat ng to. Pero malamang sa ibang tao na. Ibang kaibigan, ibang bagong makikilala. Sa 4 na taon mo dito, kumusta? Masaya ba? Nakakapagod? Nakakaiyak? Dami ko bang tanong? Pero tingnan mo kung nasan ka na ngayon. Meron ka ng kasanayan at galing na baon para sa susunod na laban. Susunod na hakbang, susunod na baitang. Marahil malilimutan mo yung mga pangalan ng mga humubog sa'yo. Pero ayos lang. Huwag lang ang mga pangaral at pagsasama sa loob ng kwarto. Habang pinakikinggan mo ito, isa lang ang gusto ko. Gusto ko, happy ka. Kaya pag may problema, huwag magdadalawang isip na lumapit at magkwento. Hihintayin ko yung last assignment na binilin ko sa inyo. At sa oras na yon, malamang ibang tao na kayo. Pero ako, ganun pa rin. Kaya walang magpapaalam. Hanggang sa muli.
Adarna Adriel Jason John R. Amparo Sonny Fred N. Jr. Bachar Alan Nazarene V. Balsamo Arjun A. Section Councilor. Bangkil Etienne V. Beltran Carl Aldrich V. Barangay 1, Kagawad. Bondok Arisaleither M. Chincoanco Samuel L. Frias Clark Ian Wayne M. Barangay 1, Kagawad. Mansilla Mac Axel P. Manuel Mark Daniel D. Section Councilor. Morales Sean Adrian B. Mayor. Parinas Mark Jerome D. Treasurer. Pontanal Hansdale R. Raimundo Rovic S. Barangay 2, Kagawad. Romero Alexander C. Barangay 3, Kagawad. Tubianosa Raven Blake B. Echo Marshall. Valencia Chelmar L. Barangay 3, Kagawad. Villaluz Rowan James A. Barangay 2, Kagawad. Villaruel Clive Chrysler R. Bainto Micaela Joy S. Bustamante Julia Argelina B. Barangay 1, Head. Bustamante Maria Zaira B. Auditor. Castillejo Joanna Victoria E. Barangay 4, Kagawad. De Los Santos Angeline D.V. Barangay 4, Kagawad. Gabuat Rain Kyle P. Barangay 2, Head. Gazinan Curtian Bell T. Peace Officer. Magalang Gwyneth Nicole S. Barangay 3, Head. Malinay Aliyah Faith. Public Relations Officer. Malit Denise Ann T. Mange Angel Grace C. Board Member. Morales Veronica Marie E. Vice Mayor. Parma Faith Ella Marie A. Section Councilor. Rones Kiana Camille C. Secretary. Torres Tyrene G. Section Councilor. Unson Rachel Marie P. Valencia Canal Bian. Barangay 4, Head. Villarreal Sofia Crisel J. Villela Shannon Kate C. Grade 10 Dagohoy, Mr. Darwin R. Leongson, Advisor.
To my 10 Dagohoy, congratulations for taking another steps towards achieving your goals. I will always be proud of your efforts, achievements, and success. I am grateful to be your advisor, and I thank you for giving me the opportunity to guide you through the end of your junior high school experience. Though we did not properly say goodbye to one another, always remember that I always have you and our experiences in my heart. As you go and try to achieve your dreams, don't be afraid to make some calculated mistake in the process. Don't be afraid to rest and slow down. And always put love in everything that you do. Because through these things, you can learn and value your experiences. May you continue to be a loving, obedient, and responsible student. I pray and declare that in God's perfect time, all your dreams will come to life. Congratulations.
Adyong Muhammad Jarir N., Mayor. Balahadia Joshua T., Echo Marshal. Baron John Michael A., Section Councilor. Katangay Kyle Joshua, Barangay 2, Kagawad. Dean Ralph Christian T. Dolor Glenn M. Fernandez Darrens L., Barangay 4, Head. Galsim Cheryl Vincent D.G. Grafiel Biancarlo Q. Lamsin Christian James A. Magora Mark Rainier B., Barangay 2, Head. Manuel Martin Fort. Marcus John Harmon T., Peace Officer. Petilos Ulrich Von M., Section Councilor. Plaza Can John Paul, Barangay 3, Kagawad. Rodriguez Rainier A. Tamundong Ram Francis G., Barangay 3, Kagawad. Tenorio John Miguel C. Trilliana Emmanuel L. Umale Ian Lester D. Barnuevo Aisley R., Barangay 1, Head. Bino Maria Carmela Eden Y., Treasurer. Boris Alta Daniela, Barangay 1, Kagawad. Buendia Maria Monica P. Catalan Althea Grace C. Colly Flores Leon Rain B., Barangay 2, Kagawad. De La Cruz Kelsey Marie A. Domingo Maxine Ariel G., Auditor. Estorba Maria Serena Robelia, Section Councilor. Franco Mary Ann Diel. Fuerte Gwyneth Joven C., Barangay 4, Kagawad. Geminiano Dayan Carla M., Vice Mayor. Marcelino Crisanta F., Section Councilor. Mariano Angel Hannah L. Meneses Jamila May Rose P. Militante Stephanie Kate S., Barangay 3, Head. Nafiel Maria Chantelie Firm G., Secretary. Ortega Pauline Nicole C., Barangay 1, Kagawad. Pagigan Lorraine Jasmine T., Public Relations Manager. Pailmao Chelsea Erica B. Sangilan Sunshine D., Barangay 4, Kagawad. Grade 10 Escoda, Miss Michelle R. Balgoma, Advisor.
Graduation ceremonies are always memorable occasions because it is also a day of fulfillment. You have now achieved the second important milestone in your education. Today, we realize the fruit of hard work, discipline, and patience, not only you, my students, but of your parents and also your teachers. Remember this from Mark Twain. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did. So, throw off the bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade, winds in your sail. Explore, dream, discover. Congratulations, Ten Escada.
Adalia Justine Nathan F. Atienza Carl Aaron B. Secretary. Cabalfin Archie John Dale C. Echo Marshal. Caliboso Nigel O. De Luna Kurt Rodney F. Section Counselor. De la Cruz Justin Gerald B. Barangay 4 Kagawad. De la Cruz Miguel Benedict. Barangay 4 Kagawad. De Quina Lavelle Ivic L. Diego Justin Adrian Q. Godoy Ethan Ashley D. Barangay 4 Head. Herrero John Andrew. Javier Tristan J. M. Mabana Jeco S. Vice Mayor. Mercado Jericho Vincent M. Barangay 1 Kagawad. Pando Ralph Lawrence A. Treasurer. Raymundo Rayford Vance L. Salvador Jeriel Rollins M. Soria Christian J. C. Board Member. Soriano Kervin Mar K. Tolentino Reginald Gerald L. Aluwag Elia Q. Mayor. Amor Amanda Phoebe V. Arbias Fea Jacqueline A. Azarcon Princess Sarah R. Senator. Kusi Frenzy May G. Barangay 2 Kagawad. Cuvin Bernadette T. Peace Officer. Elagor Bracelin Mitch L. Section Counselor. Esteban Leah Patricia S. Section Counselor. Flores Angelica Tris U. Hampak Arabella Grace S. Barangay 1 Head. Lariosa Shelly Marie L. Barangay 3 Kagawad. Lausa Leon Raven B. Barangay 2 Kagawad. Magada Nina Syra V. Auditor. Nemenyo Elisha Naomi P. Public Relation Manager, Barangay 3 Kagawad. Pixon Gabrielle Samantha Marie. Roque Shania Reese F. Barangay 1 Kagawad. Santos Avril Louise Q. Barangay 2 Head. Santos Danielle Marie F. Section Counselor. Tuvera Jana Nicaela A. Barangay 3 Head. Vergara Buena Jamela B. Grade 10 Felipe. Miss Venelin J. Tepang. Advisor.
Magpuri at magpasalamat, Efeso 5:20. Sa aking 10 Felipe, magpasalamat sa Diyos na lumikha, dahil sa katagumpayan na nakamtan. Panatilihin ang Panginoon sa puso upang makamit ang mga panalangin sa bawat sandaling tatahakin. Binabati ko kayong lahat sa inyong pagpupursige at pagmamahal na ipinamalas, makuha lamang ang inasam-asam. Magpuri dahil ginabayan ng Panginoon sa lahat ng paghihirap at pagtsatsaga, makuha lang ipinapanalangin. Tandaan na ang katagumpayan ng isa ay katagumpayan ng lahat. Hindi mawawala ng kubuluhan ang lahat ng mga sakripisyo na ginawa at idinulog sa Panginoon. Felipe, baunin ninyo ang disiplina at ipagpatuloy ang pagiging mabuting anak. Pagpalain kayong lahat at gabayan ng Panginoon sa lahat ng tatahaking pangarap. Mahal ko kayo, Felipe, at palagi akong proud sa inyo. Congratulations, to God be the glory.
Aguilar Alfred Carl Emmanuel S. Barangay 2, Kagawad. Alcantara Giancarlo M. Apostol Arthur John L. Vice Governor. Aviles Mark Lawrence Angelo M. Public Relations Manager. Clarino Tristan Lay D. Cleophas Carl Fritz C. Peace Officer. Corpus Alan Jacob D. Vice Mayor. Damasco Christian P. Dandan Arman S. Barangay 4 Kagawad Board Member. Foronda the 9th Jose King Joseph M. Barangay 1 Kagawad District 3 Representative. Garaes Paul Stephen L. Treasurer. Habaradas Kenoa Seth S. Jeremia Lance Egbert, Auditor. Ignacio Renz James D.C., Section Councilor. Jimenez Breen Patrick S., Section Councilor. Martinez Jeriah Levy A. Patino John Latrell T. Pineda Brian P. Echo Marshall. Sebastian Paul Cyric R. Vergara Kim A. Alpindo Sean Kate M. Antonio Maria Isabella S. Barangay 4 Head. Arsolon Alexandra Hazel D. Barangay 4 Kagawad. Bron Angel Kathleen M. Barangay 2 Kagawad. Crisostomo Pretty B. Barangay 3 Head. Dagdag Christine Pauline N. Estonilo Milian A. Barangay 2 Head. Franco Jamaica Shane P. Councilor. Hanova Chelsea Day M. Gregorio Maria S. Barangay 1 Kagawad. Gregorio Nikea Yasha Nina P. Barangay 3 Kagawad. Ismael Justina Jean C. Barangay 1 Head. Moral Henry V. Secretary. Pailmao Angel Saiden R. Mayor. Paralag Shannon Elijah A. Councilor. Tagarino Eliza D. Uy, Gwyneth Aline S. Barangay 3 Kagawad. You, Eliza K. DT. Grade 10, Hidalgo, Mrs. Julieta S.T. Dimaano. Advisor.
Moving up is not the end, but a beginning of new life, new goals, new learning in spite of pandemic crisis. Let the things that you have learned from your teachers and the rest of the people in the Quezon City Academy be your guide in attaining your goals. Focus on what you have learned and accomplished. Success for those who dream. With these dreams, coupled with strong dedication, determination, devotion, love for parents, respect for humanity, positive values, and deep faith in God. Ipagpatuloy ninyo Section Hidalgo ang pagsisikap sa pag-aaral. Hindi balakid ang mga problema at kahirapan ng buhay. Bagkus ito ang magiging silbing gabay ninyo sa magandang kinabukasan. Congratulations, Section Hidalgo! Hangad ko ang inyong tagumpay para sa susunod na yugto ng inyong buhay. God bless us all.
Abadia Claus J.R.G. Vice Mayor. Abadia Inwi Gil L. Barangay 3 Kagawad. Alejandro Rainiel G. Barangay 4 Head. Almonte Christian Arman D. Barangay 4 Kagawad. Bodigas Jerome C. Cosio Jonathan R. Barangay 1 Head. Gabuay Daniel Johnson M. Echo Marshall. Galimba Christopher James D. Galit Mel Brian R. Lim Matthew Gerald A. Auditor. Navera Rafael D.C. Treasurer. Ragadio Alfonso Santino P. Ramos Olive Den R. Rivera Jovan Carlo B. Barangay 1 Kagawad. Rueda Kurt Jeffrey E. Counselor. Duisa Joshua V. Barangay 3 Head. Bernido K. Jolene C. Counselor. Fuentes Angel Queen B. Barangay 2 Head. Gaspan Christine, Public Relations Manager, Counselor. Gozar Cleandale G. Secretary. Latawan Krisha Wade A. Vice Mayor. Quintana Denise G. Santos Hannah Zarina Ashley C. Section Counselor, Barangay 2, Kagawad.
I've been working hard so long. Seems like pain has been my only friend. My fragile heart's been done so wrong. I wondered if I'd ever heal again. Oh, just like all the seasons never stay the same. All around me I can feel a change. Oh, I will break these chains that bind me. Happiness will find me. Leave the past behind me. Today my life begins. has come and gone, and I've learned how to leave it where it is. And I see that I was wrong, forever doubting I could win. Oh, just like all the seasons never stay the same. All around me I can feel a change. Oh, I will break these chains that bind me. Happiness will find me. Leave the past behind me. Today my life begins. A whole new world is waiting. It's mine for the taking. I know I can make it. Today my life begins. Life's too short to have regrets, so I'm learning not to leave it in the past and try to forget. Only have one life to live, so you better make the best of it. Oh, I will break these chains that bind me. Happiness will find me. Leave the past behind me. Today my life begins. A whole new world is waiting. It's mine for the taking. I know I can make it. Today my life begins. I will break these chains that bind me. Happiness will find me. Leave the past behind me. Today my life begins. A whole new world is waiting. It's mine for the taking. I know I can make it. Today my life begins. Today my life begins. I've been working hard so long. Seems like pain has been my only friend. My fragile heart's been done so wrong. I wondered if I'd ever heal again. Oh, just like all the seasons never stay the same. All around me I can feel a change. Oh, I will break these chains that bind me. Happiness will find me. Leave the past behind me. Today my life begins. A whole new world is waiting. It's mine for the taking. I know I can make it. Today my life begins. Yesterday has come and gone, and I've learned how to leave it where it is. And I see that I was wrong, forever doubting I could win. Oh, just like all the seasons never stay.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. Conscious of the trust and responsibility
conscious of the trust and responsibility
that on my shoulders lie,
I solemnly pledge
my devotion and loyalty
to
the ideals and traditions of my alma mater, and consecrate myself
to
the service of my country. So help me God. Congratulations.
Kung ito man ang huling awiting, nais kong malaman mong ika'y bahagi na ng buhay ko. At kung may huling sasabihin, nais kong isang biting, niligyan mo ng kulay ang mundo. Kasama sa'yo ako'y may pag-asa. Ang awiting ito'y para sa'yo. At kung maubos ang tinig, di magsisisi, dahil iyong narinig mula sa labi ko. Salamat, salamat, sana iyong marinig tibok ng damdamin. Ikaw ay mahalaga sa akin, ang awitin ko'y iyong dinggin. At kung marinig ang panalangin, lagi kang naroroon, humihiling ng pagkakataon. Masabi ko sa'yo ng harap